Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's tutorial. And in today's tutorial I'll be learning how to make this shoulder princess that circle dress with a balloon sleeve, and we'll be doing a freehand cutting for this particular tutorial. And if this is something that you would like to learn without wasting your time, let's just get right into the video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel because amazing videos are here. So I've gone ahead to add stitch to both my main fabric and also to my lining. My lining is actually beneath it. So we'll be taking our measurement, which are shoulder to our bust point, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to our half cut, and then I'm going to add 2 extra inches to it. Sorry about my chalk because it's actually the same like my fabric, but please just follow. So I've added extra 2 inches to my half cut so I don't go short of it. Like, it's better I have an excess and trim to my exact half cut. I don't know if you understand. So we're ruling our vertical lines. After that, we're going to take our shoulder measurement on our starting line, and then I'm using a neck width of 5 inches. So because this is something I wore to church, I didn't want it to be exposing. I forgot to mark my upper chest line. Just come up by 2 inches from your bust line and you'll get your upper chest line or your armhole. So for my V opening, I actually worked with 7 inches. But if you want it to be open, you can as well do to your bust point or to your upper chest line. But I actually worked with 7 inches. So we're just going to make our curve. After doing that, so taking our shoulder measurement divided by 2 again on our chest line because we want to make our armhole opening, and then we're going to take 1 inch step down for our shoulder slant, and whatever is left we're going to divide that into 2 and come in. You can come in by 0.5 or 0.75, and then on the chest line I'm going to take my bust measurement, and then I'm using my free hand to make our armhole curve. After doing that, on the bust point, the second line is the bust line. On that bust line, I'm going to take my nipple to nipple measurement plus ½ inches. But on the under bust, I'm going to remove the ½ inches and take it to the full length. And then rule a straight line just like so. And now I'm using my free hand to make a curve meeting with the divided parts of the armhole curve. Now for the side, we're going to mark 2.5 inches because it actually contains the fuller side of the bust. So roll a straight line and then use my free hand to make a curve just like so. Now after doing that, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to take our body measurements. We've taken our bust measurement divided by 4. So because we're working directly on the fabric, I added, it would be advisable you add about 2.5 inches or even 3 inches of allowance. So it's better you trim off, let's say like 1 inches than you're running short of it. So we're just going to cut that because we're done drafting the front body. So, or rather cutting the front body. So we're going to use this to also cut the back. So we're just going to take out the darts just like so. So now to cut the side of the back, we're just going to place the side of the front just like so. And then I'm just going to cut out so I don't have too much that I'm actually working with. So we're using the side to cut out the side of the back, and we'll also use the center front to cut the center back. So just flow with me. So we're just going to cut, equal. They will all have equal length. So we're just going to cut out just like so. And then just watch what I'm doing. By the time we get to the bust, we're just going to bend the bust part just like so straight. The back does not have the bust, so we're just going to go straight just like so, getting to the armhole, and then we make the armhole curve. Now this is an easy way to make your princess dart both for the back and the front. So this is what we have. I'm cutting both the main material and that of the lining. So now for the center back, all we're going to do is we're just going to exactly what we did for the side back. We're just going to take the center front just like so, and then we're going to place on it. But the center back has it will have extra allowance for our zipper. So we're just going to add our zipper allowance of 2 inches just like so. We're just going to take it upward, like for mine the back has a V back. For people who would want the back to be high, like you don't want an opening, you're actually taking the back, down to the shoulder slant. So don't just stop it halfway or anything. So I'm just going to cut out just like so we don't have excess. Let's know exactly what we are working with. So now I've added the 2 inches. You can see how it is. So now around that waistline, on the zipper, for the zipper to relax, I'm coming in by 0.75, just like so. And then we're going to replace it on this other side. Now, if we don't replace, we're going to have a shortage on the zipper side. So after replacing, we're just going to cut out just like so. Please do not forget to replace. So after doing that, the next I'm just going to determine how deep I want my back V to be. So I took it down to the bust line. So I'm just going to mark just like so. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I will just arrange the center front there. We have the opening there for the shoulder, so I don't exit that part. So I'm just going to cut out how open I want it to be. So I'm just going to cut out just like so, and also cut on the shoulder slant. So we have now our center back, and we have our front and the sides as well. So after doing that, this is what we have. So now for our circle, we're just going to fold our fabric into 2 just like so. And then on my right hand, I'm just going to use, after arranging properly on my right hand, I'm just going to flip to my left side, making an angle just like so, but as well leaving about 2 inches or 2.5 for the zipper for the back. This is what. So after arranging, the next thing we're going to do is to take our waist measurement divided by 4, so we can get our circumference around the waist. So waist divided by 4, so we're just going to mark that. And for your pleating, you can as well add. I just added around 2 inches or so, or 3 inches. So we're just going to do that, and then after doing that, you determine how skimpy you want it to be. Remember, this other excess there is for our zipper. So we are just going to minus our half cut to get the length of our dress. So whichever way you want it to be, you want it to be short, you want it to be very long, that is how you're just going to fold it. So after doing that, we're just going to mark just like so. Then we're just going to mark all of that round just like so. We're taking it to the center front just like so. And after marking, the next thing we're going to do, we're just going to cut out the waist. You see, I'm taking it to the zipper end, and then I added about 2 inches or so, or 1.5 inches. So by the time I turn my lining, I didn't want it to be very skimpy again. After doing that, the next we're just going to open and make it equal around the waistline. This way it's easier for me to make it even. So when you make it equal around the waistline, you see the excess at the bottom part. So we're just going to cut that out. I've gone ahead to do exactly what I did for my main fabric on my lining. So we're just going to place just like so, and then we are going to cut it out. And then as well, fold done with our lining. After we are done with cutting it out. So you can as well make the lining shorter than the main fabric. That works very well. Don't do as I did mine. So now the next one we're going to go ahead to do is the coupling of our front piece. So we're just going to bring our center front and that of our side. So either you're using a wadding or you're using a foam. I'm notching the under bust and also the chest line. That's where I want it to stop and start. So for the side bust, it already has like where you work on it. So this is what it looks like after I've done that. Now I'm just going to bring my lining and place on it, because now we want to use the lining to turn on it. So whatever you are doing for the front, please you as well do for the back. So we're just going to take our measurements plus our allowance to see what is the excess that we have. It's better to have an excess than having a shortage. So we're just going to take our waist measurement also as well. You know, we added so much allowance to it, so but I had just about 1 inches to cut out. So we're just going to turn our neck and also close the side. We're doing that both for the front and also for the back. So this is what it looks like. This is the back. So we're just going to place on each side by side, and then we are going to pin. We'll take the other side and place on each side by side, and also we are going to pin. So we are going to join our shoulders together just like so, right side facing each other, so it will be neat, right side facing each other. So after doing that, the next thing we're going to do is to join our sleeve. But before we join our sleeve, we're going to check for our chest line. Sometimes after walking, you see that your chest line is not on the exact position again, so you check for it again. Or sometimes after walking, you see that the armhole becomes very tight. That's because you did not trim again. So we are going to check just like so, and then we'll trim off. So for the sleeve, I didn't do anything serious. I just did a straight line with a length of 18 inches and a wideness of 45 inches, and then like nothing serious. This is how it was, and I just added my elastic band. I like doing it like this because it gives it that fullness that I want it to have. So before we join this side, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to pleat this on it. Like I said, that's how I did the balloon sleeve. We'll just pleat this on it and just add the elastic band at the end of it, and you just see how full and beautiful. I've not exceeded 45 inches, so my elastic hasn't given me issues if it was too big or too small or anything. So I'm just going to pleat on both sides and then fix our sleeve. So this is what it looks like after we've gone ahead to fix our sleeve and also close the sides. So the next thing we are going to do is we're just going to check for our half cuts. So I had extra 1 inches. So what I'm going to do now is to just trim off that 1 inches excess. You know, I added 2 inches now, so I'm just trimming off 1 inches. Then I'll use the other 1 inches to join the flay or the circle to it. So this is what it looks like. We'll just go ahead to notch the center part of it and also notch the center part on the blouse. So this is just it. We're just going to notch, and then we're just going to bring the center and the center together. So I'm just checking like the half cuts, if what I have is exactly my round waist measurement, and that's exactly plus zipper, and that's exactly what I got. So I'm also going to notch. Now it's always good to have, like, you know, add those excess, because sometimes to some persons they always have a shortage at this point. So that's why it's better to add sometimes 3 inches allowance, 2.5, like that. So we're just going to bring the notch parts together, and then we'll pin just like so, and we pin, and we're almost done, or rather we're even done with this tutorial. It's like an easy tutorial, like a simple dress you can wear to an occasion. So now for the side, when you're joining, you join with a straight line first of about 2 inches or 1.5, so the zipper can sit very well, and then you pleat on the other side, and then we're done with this tutorial. So you can see what it looks like. So you can decide if you want it to be short. Now you see how the back is relaxed. That's because we did not pleat on the zipper part. So I really don't like that pleating on the zipper area. So you can see how relaxed everything is looking. So if you have stayed tuned to the end of this tutorial, thank you very, very much. Please subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification, because amazing videos will be dropping here.